Hi there, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Rose in case you are new here, and as always, I'm so much pleased to connect with you. And so guys, in today's video, I want to talk something about Dubai jobs again, and we are going to explore some of the reasons why it's becoming more hard to get a job in Dubai. As in, if you compare the years back, it was so much easier to get a job than now. Trust me, now it's not that easy. You have to really work hard on it, and at the end you find even as much as you're trying to push with your applications, with your how will I call it, with your tamaking, still you don't get good results. So we are going to find out some of the reasons why it's hard to get a job in Dubai as per now. And don't go away, because at the end of this video, I'm also going to give you some tips on how you can know a scam job, because now many people are taking advantage that they know people are desperately looking for job, and they know that there are no jobs in Dubai. So many people take advantage in scamming the job seekers here in Dubai. So I'm also going to give you some tips on how you can know that this job is a scam and this job is legit. So stick along with me. And so without wasting any of your time, let's go to the first reason as to why it's hard to get a job in Dubai now. And the first reason is competition is intense. A very big high competition is here now. You know, years back, people used to come to Dubai and it was easy to get a job. As a result, now the news started spreading worldwide that there are jobs in Dubai, paying good salaries, and it's easy to get one. As a result, many people now started coming over, because as we all know, also Dubai is such an attractive country, and anyone who loves to work here. So when the news started spreading that there are jobs in Dubai, paying good salary, and keeping in mind how good and beautiful the country is, everyone now started flooding over in search of a job. And as a result, now the competition became very high, because you find before jobs were many, but people in search of job were less. But as years started coming up, people became more than the available jobs, because now so many people mm, started coming over to look for job. And due to this also, now the company started taking advantage, because there are so many people desperately in need of a job. And most of them, when they come here, they come with visit visa. So you find they are really struggling to get a job before the visit visa ends. So due to this, companies take advantage and they offer low salaries compared to the years back. Because if they offer you this salary and you don't want someone who is more desperate than you, will take it. So they have no time to sweet talk you or anything. This is the offer, you want it or not. If you don't want it, someone else will take it. And sometimes, since now you feel like I've already used so much for the visa, for the flights, uh, for my hustling and looking for a job, you just decide, let me just take it, because you have no option again. You end up taking the job, even if the salary is low, what you feel you truly deserve. So I can say competition is intense, very high competition. So many people are coming over to look for job. And due to this, it's not easy to find one. And even when now you are lucky, you find one, you find the package is not good enough, but you have no option but just to take it. So high competition of many people coming over to look for job, I can say, is one of the leading reasons as to why it's now becoming hard to get a job here in Dubai. And my second reason as to why it's becoming hard to get a job in Dubai is skill gap in job application. This reason goes alongside with the first reason that I just gave, that many people are coming over to look for job. And now, in the skill gap in job application, you find that now companies tend to look for the most highly skilled person for the job. Trust me, you can't be invited for an interview. Maybe you applied a job and the company is looking only for 10 people. And luckily you got invited for an interview. And there you are. You're very happy that now you have been invited for an interview. So you feel now at least you have an opportunity. And to your surprise or to your shock, when you reach there, you find that you are more than 1,000 candidates who have been invited for the same job. So here you are, you thought maybe it was just you and few people who have been invited for the interview, and you feel like you have a higher chance in getting it. But when you reach to the interview, you are surprised. More than 1,000 people also applied for the same job and have been called for the same interview. You can imagine how low the chance of you to get that job is. The chance will be very low. More than 1,000 for just a position of 10 people, it's a huge difference. And due to that, now companies will try to look for the most highly skilled person out of the 1,000 people that showed up for that interview. You'll find out they're looking for a certain certificate, and something very, very minor can disqualify you from getting that job, because they'll tend to get the best out of the best from the 1,000 people that showed up, just to get the 10 people that they need. So you find even if you are invited for the interview, but still it becomes hard for you to push through and pass your interview due to the highest number of people who have showed up for that same interview. And the company will look for the highest skilled person, and you find certain certificate or just lack of something very minor that you feel can be achieved on the way, but that something minor can make you to be disqualified. So companies now tend to look for the highly skilled person with certain certificates. Before, all this was not there. Before, it was quite easy. Trust me, before it was much, much easy. But as days go by, companies take advantage because people are so many. They want to get the best out of the best, and they go for the most high skilled person with certain certificates. And this can easily disqualify you from getting a job if you lack something very small. So I can say a big gap in job application is also a challenge as to why it's becoming hard to get a job here in Dubai. And the third reason is that nowadays it's really good. It becomes easier if you have a connection. So I can say you need to have a connection to get a job. If not, your job search might take very long, or even maybe you may not be successful. So you need to know someone who knows someone who knows someone. And in that circle of connection, you'll be able to easily get a job. Let's say, for example, this restaurant is hiring. I, as a server there, I know that we have this position and this position. Obviously, if I know and I know a friend who is looking for a job, I'll connect that friend over to get the position. So I can say nowadays is more of connection than the qualification. If you know someone, it becomes very easy for you. So I can say this 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 thing of giving the job to your friend or to your work, it's becoming very hard for someone who is new here. You just came, you know no one. It becomes quite a challenge because no one is there to support you. No one is there to guide you and to connect you to the correct people who can help you to get a job, or to the correct people who can hire you. So having a connection, knowing people around can help you. And if you don't, can really take long for you to get a job. Or also you may even not be successful at all, because those with connection will get those positions. You who doesn't know anyone, it becomes sad for you. That's the bitter truth. You need to have connection. When you do, it's easy. If you don't, your job searching can take really long, and maybe you may even not be successful. So know someone who knows someone, and that someone can help you. Hope I'm hope I'm clear on that. And I will go also now to the fourth reason, which can be experience. Many companies are looking for people who already have UAE experience. You can come maybe from your home country, you worked in that same job, maybe a server for more than 5 years. But when you come here, those 5 years you worked there in your home country, they are not counted at all. They aim at, do you have UAE experience? So you find for you new person who has never worked in Dubai, it's quite a challenge. It's quite a challenge because you'll find others who are already working here, looking for the same position. Trust me. It's very, very rare for someone to pick you without UAE experience and give it to someone, uh, and not give it to someone who already has UAE experience. Not unless if they're looking for people who are ready to take very, very low salary. Because someone who already has UAE experience, sometimes they're like, no, I cannot take this offer. I have UAE experience. So maybe those who are looking for people who can take very, very low salaries, now they can give it to you. UAE experience matters a lot also here. And if you don't have that UAE experience, it becomes hard for you to get a job. If it's your first time, it becomes hard. But trust me, once you get that first job, now you have this UAE experience and it becomes much easier to get another job. Yeah. And this will bring me to my last reason, which is the language barrier. Language barrier is also one of the reasons why it's becoming hard to get a job here in Dubai. You'll find a job posted and it's written only for Arabic speakers. So you find you who doesn't know there's Arabic, or others for French speaker, for Russian speaker, for blah 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 like this. So you find if you don't know those certain languages, it can also be a challenge for you to get a job. So I can also include that language barrier, knowing certain languages like Arabic, Russian, French. It's becoming also more of a challenge because they feel like, why should we hire this one who doesn't speak Arabic and this one here speaks Arabic? Maybe their guests are more of Arabic people, so they'll go for the Arabic person. So if you don't know this language, it becomes a challenge for you to get a job. So language barrier is also becoming a reason as to why it's becoming hard to get a job here in Dubai. And so before I started, I remember telling you that before I end this video, I'm also going to give you some tips on how to spot a scam job in Dubai. This is because, as we all know now, that many people are here looking for a job. Scammers take advantage of the situation also. And they know many people are desperate, so they take advantage to make it feel that like they can help you. But in reality, they are there just to scam you, take your money, and disappear. And so these are some of the ways that you can spot that this job is a scam. And number one is that the email they send to you will not really mention the job that you applied for. They'll not mention that you applied for this position. No. They'll just tell you, come to this office, room number so and so, bring your passport, bring your certificate, blah, blah, blah. But they don't really tell you, you applied for this job, we are calling you for an interview regarding this job position that you applied for. They will not mention that. They're just calling you for whichever job position that they have. So when you see an email and it doesn't mention the real job position that you applied for, already that one is it has some question mark, and you really need to be careful. You need now to review the email they sent to you and see if it's really matching with the company that they claim to work for. Because if they claim to work for this company, they need to have an email regarding that company. And if it doesn't, don't even waste your time going there. You'll be wasting your fare, your time, which you can use that to look for a legit business. So if they are not mentioning the position that you applied for in their email, and they're just telling you to come with your passport to this room number, don't waste your time. Come to Bania Square, this flat, look for this position, look for this room number. No. Don't bother. It's not legit at all. And the second way is through the same email they sent to you. You've noticed that it has very poor professional English with lots of spelling mistakes and grammar. You come, meet me, come carry, come do this, come, with very, very poor spellings, very, very unprofessional grammar. That one will just tell you, how can it really be legit, really? How can someone write such a professional email in such a way? So if you notice that there are lots of spelling mistakes, the English is not going along well, a lot of poor grammar, it's already a red flag. No company can form such an email especially to a candidate. No. So if you notice any very poor mistakes, very poor grammar, not rhyming at all, you even wonder, does this person really attend school? Because most scammers really, they don't know English. So how they speak is how they will type for you. Come this, meet me here, you come, me meet you, me go, like that. So if you notice such English with lots of spelling grammar, it's a red flag. Don't waste your time. The third way to spot a job scam is when they reply you instantly. You just send the job, instantly they are replying you and pushing you to go. They even know they're the ones begging you to go for that interview, especially in Indeed. In Indeed, those scammers are, that's where most of the scammers are. I'm not saying that they are not legit. They are legit also. Like I can say 70% are legit job offers there, but the 30% can also be scammers. So be careful, especially for you who is new. You don't know these things. Trust me, they can really mess you up and even take the little money that you had kept for yourself, and they will not even care. So if you apply for a job and you get an email, a reply instantly, especially in Indeed, and now they're the ones pushing you to go for that interview, they're like begging you, like, to go for that interview, definitely it's a scammer. Because a legit company, mostly they will take their time, because there are so many people who are applying for that position. So they will take their time first to get all the applications that they need. And now after, in fact, most of them, they have a deadline. So after the deadline, now they'll go through all the applications, select the candidates who have passed for that job application, and now call. In this, you find that it can take about 3 days. 3 days for them to reply you. 3 days or 1 week like this, or even others take up to 2 weeks. Those who are looking for very, very skilled people. So let's say with these 3 days now, they will have accumulated most of the candidate CVs. They will go through it now, select those they feel match their profile, they feel match their job description, and now they will contact them. But this one, you just apply, the next minute they are replying you, and like they're really, really insisting that you go. This time you should go. And even they'll be reminding you every time that you should go. That one also has a question mark. And this will bring me to the fourth way also of identifying of spotting a job scam is now when they invite you for the interview, but they don't want the interview to be held to the place of work. Let's say you applied for a hotel job or restaurant job. Initially, you'll expect the interview to be done in that hotel or in that restaurant. Let's say it's a restaurant. Obviously, the obvious thing is for the interview to be done in that restaurant. But now they'll be taking you, come this area. Most of them are in Bania, sorry to say. Come to this place, flat number this, go to room number so and so, go to room number this and this. In fact, when you just here come to this building, to this room number, don't even bother. If it's an office job, there is that, they have that job, they have that office. Why is the interview not taking there? If it's a hotel, why is this a certain hotel? Why is this interview not taking place in this hotel? So anytime the interview is not scheduled to be done at the workplace, always be very, very careful. Do a thorough checkup on that company, because if it's a restaurant, the logical thing is for the interview to be done there at the restaurant and not calling you to a certain room like this. No. So when the interview is not done at the workplace, it's already a red flag. It can be a scam, and there is a very high rate that this is a scam. And the other way also to identify is when the email they use to message you is not recognized in the website they claim to be working for. So always check on these emails. Check also on the job, on the website that you apply. Does this email get along with it? If it doesn't, don't waste your time on it. Don't. You have so much You still have so much to apply for, so don't waste your time in scammers and everything. And also now, one last way is when the offer is too good to be true. They give you unrealistic offers, a salary that you never even expected. For that position that you're applying for. So when the offer is too good, my friend, when something is too good, think twice. And most of these also, they will ask you for you to pay something. I can say no legit employer will ask you for money for any payment. No, none. Non-legit employer will ask you to pay for a job. So anyone asking you to pay for a job, they'll tell you like this: come with 700 tomorrow. After tomorrow, I will process your applications and I'll take you to the, if it's a hotel, I'll take you to the accommodations, and in 2 days you'll be working. Don't use your money to feed people who are scamming you. It's a scam. A legit employer will not request any money from you. So watch out for unrealistic job offers, and also don't pay anyone in the name of giving you a job. Those are just scammers. They're there to scam you, to take advantage of your search of job, and to make it even more worse for you. So watch out. So that's it, guys. I hope this video will help you in one way or another, especially for you who is planning to come over as a job seeker. I can conclude by saying that it's not easy to get a job now in Dubai like before. It's a fact. Trust me, it is a fact. And I can advise it's much better. If you really need a job here, it's much better if you try to get the job while you're still at home than to come over with a visit visa and start hustling. I've seen hundreds of people who come here with visit visa. They really try their best. Trust me, they do their best. They apply in all job platforms. In Abu Dhabi, Sharjah, Ajman, Dubai, they do a lot of application. They do a lot of tamaking, but at the end, they are not successful. So my advice is, if you are able to get a good agent, what are they called? Agent from your home country, who you are sure of that he is legit, or she is legit, and she can help you get a job. When you come here, you're just coming to work. That can be easier for you, because I've seen a lot of people, they come with 2 months visit visa, the visa expires before they get a job, they renew again, and when you renew, it's another expense on you. And still after those 2 months, there are people here who have even searched for a job for more than 6 months and they're not successful. So I can advise, if you can get the job while you're still at home with a genuine agent, that can be better for you. Or if you plan to come over, it's good if you have a very good and strong connection with someone. If you know someone here and that someone can help you to get a job, it's easier. Connection is very important nowadays. If you don't have that connection, you can come. In your aim, you feel like, when I just reach there, I will get a job. Yes, there are those who are lucky, but it's just like 10%. 10% can be lucky, but 90% can really go through a hard time in getting a job. So you still don't know, are you in the 10% of lucky ones or the 90% of the unlucky ones? So I feel it's just good to share this with you, that you might come and it can be quite a challenge. So if you have the connection, it's much easier for you. The person can guide you in the best way to go around in looking for a job. The person also can help you in distributing your CV to people whom the person knows, and those people, obviously, a position can likely generate from those people. So if you come over, try and best to come when you have a connection, someone who can help you, even in choosing the accommodation and everything. Lastly, also, I like to advise that there are so many job scammers over here. So when you come also in search of a job, try to be careful on the people you're going for the interview with. I've given those ideas there. I hope you have listened to it, so you will have an idea to know that this job is legit and this one is not legit. And one tip that I can give for those who are coming here for the first time with completely no UAE experience is maybe now, and this is a bit costly, and this is only if you are capable, is for you to invest in your own freelance visa. It's costly because it costs, I think, from around 8,000 dirham. It's quite expensive. But once you have your own visa, it becomes easy for companies to take you also because they will feel they'll not have their responsibility of processing the documents for you. So it becomes easy for the company to hire you because you have your own visa. They don't have to go through so much and they don't have to risk too much because others will think we will hire him or her, process visa for him, for this person, and maybe she is not capable enough. So with your own visa, they feel they are not going to go through all that risk of processing your documents and yet maybe you are not capable. So once you have your own visa, now you can keep on applying, and advising is good to apply from 4 a.m. to 12 noon. This is the time when the HR is most likely in a position to review your application. So try mostly for 4 a.m. to 12 noon. It's a much recommended time for job applications. So likely once you get a job, now you have your own visa. Through that job, you will now get the UAE experience that most companies need. So after your visa has expired, now you have your UAE experience, not after. Before your visa expires, already you have your UAE experience. Now you can start applying for jobs. And it will be now easier for you to get a job because already you have a UAE experience. It's a costly process, but if you're capable, that's the advice. That's the easy advice, I think, for people without UAE experience, for you to invest in your own visa, get a job, and now gain the UAE experience, and then now after that, you can start applying for other companies. Since already you have the visa, it will be easy for you now to get a chance to fit in many companies that you apply. And lastly, it's also good to note that UAE experience and language barrier can also affect your job search here in UAE. Not knowing certain languages like Arabic, French, Russian can also be a challenge, but I can say not many people go for that one, but there are those who really emphasize on it. And this is also due to the huge number of people who come here to look for jobs. So language barrier can also be a challenge, and it can affect your job searching here in UAE. If you're coming for the first time, UAE experience can also be a challenge for you. Lastly, I would like to wish everyone who is coming to look for a job all the success. Don't give up. You still can. Just try and weigh your option and try and see which is the best way for you to go around it. Is it through the agent? Do you have a good agent that you know? If you do, go for the agent. But be very, very careful. I always say be very careful. Some agent can bring you over just until the airport. When you reach the airport, they disappear and you don't know which way now again to go. You don't know which way to go again. So be careful of the agent. Get some reviews. Get to know someone who has used the agent and the process went smoothly to the extent of the person having the job. Or if you try to come with visit visa, try and get someone who is already here. Try and connect with the person. Let the person guide you. Let the person help you in choosing the job. Thank you so much. Please share this video out. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I appreciate you subscribing. That one will help me to grow faster. Thank you so much. Until next time, stay blessed. Bye bye.